Hello everyone! After reviewing this beautiful hunting pocket knife from Puma's German-made product line, we are now taking a look at a fixed blade from the Puma IP product line, the Puma IP Amigo Olive. It comes in this Puma IP labeled box. Here we've got some literature, both in German and English. It contains some information about the Puma IP product line and some brief sharpening instructions. As you may know, the Puma IP knives are made by partner companies in Spain. This specific model, the Amigo Olive, is probably manufactured by the Spanish knife company Joker. At least that's what I conclude from Joker's current line of fixed blades. Joker offers a similar knife. However, and this is important, the Puma IP Amigo is not just a rebranded knife. It comes with a better blade steel than the Joker knife. The advantage for us as users is we get an excellent knife with a user-friendly price tag. Puma offers the Amigo with two different handle materials, with olive wood and, as you can see here, with stag. Let's quickly go over the specs. The overall length is 163 millimeters. The blade length is 75 millimeters. And the blade thickness is 3.5 millimeters. The weight comes in at 128 grams. For a size comparison, let's put the Amigo side by side with some other fixed blades. Here I've got the Zula 1. This is the SE3. This is the Boker Plus PSK. And finally, from Sweden, the Eka Nordic H8. The blade steel is 1.4125, better known as 440C, which is rather unusual for Spanish-made knives. Many of them come with 440A steel. For example, the Kudemann 288 or the Muela Ibex. Both are similar in size and style to the Amigo, but they are only available with 440A blade steel. I'm glad Puma went for 440C, which is a far better choice in terms of edge holding. I really appreciate that. The Puma IP Amigo is a full tank construction. The blade shape with this pronounced belly is typical for a skinning knife. As you know, I'm not a hunter, but in my opinion this blade shape is very universal. The blade is hollow ground and comes with a secondary bevel. So this knife is an excellent slicer, but as you saw in the intro, the Amigo works great for all kinds of light wood carving as well. Can you chop with it? Well, it does the job if you don't have any other tool handy, but I would not recommend it. For some serious chopping tasks, the Amigo is simply too small and the hollow grind is too weak. I noticed some minor rolling on the edge after this chopping action, which doesn't come as a surprise. The damage was not too serious, it was an easy repair with the Spyderco Sharp Maker. In this respect, the 440C blade steel is very forgiving, and you can bring it back to a razor edge in no time. By the way, this little dent here is not a damage. This dent is what Puma calls the Rockwell dot. All Puma knives are tested on their Rockwell hardness. For this purpose, a diamond tip is pressed into the blade and the penetration depth is measured. The handle provides a 3, maybe 3.5 finger grip. If you have very small hands, the handle might even fit 4 fingers. Thanks to the comfortable handle shape and the pronounced thumb rest, you can easily control the blade. The jimping is very effective without being aggressive. The olive wood handle scales are mounted with these unique screws or rivets. Actually, I'm not sure what they are. One handle scale is decorated with the Puma IP logo. And there is a lanyard hole that is big enough for 550 paracord. The knife comes with this leather lanyard from the factory. As I mentioned in the beginning, the Puma IP knives are made in Spain, handmade as Puma points out on the box. And although this knife is way less expensive than knives from Puma's German-made product line, the overall fit and finish is excellent. Finally, let's take a look at the sheath. The sheath is made of brown saddle leather. It comes with a belt loop and it holds the knife securely in place. The stitching is clean and accurate. The sheath is simple but very effective. It confirms my positive impression of the knife itself. Remember, we are talking about a €70 knife here that comes with decent blade steel, great build quality and a nicely made sheath. All in all, it is a universal small fixed blade that clearly exceeds its role as a skinning knife. It's a great little outdoor knife, not a bushcraft knife of course, but an outdoor knife for hiking or camping. And if you prefer small fixed blades over folding knives, you might even consider the Puma IP Amigo as an EDC knife.